Hey everyone, I'm Katie Miller, and I am so glad that you're here. Today, I want to introduce you to the Divorce Edit. It is a collective of experienced female professionals who support women through separation and divorce in a truly holistic way. We come from many different disciplines, everything from law, financial planning, real estate, therapy, coaching. We run the gamut, but we do share one mission here at the Divorce Edit, and that's to make this season of your life feel less overwhelming and far less lonely. When we were talking about this group, we realized that divorce really touches every part of a woman's world. It's not just a legal process or just a financial transition, it's emotional, it is logistical, and overall, it's just deeply, deeply personal. Too often, women feel like they're expected to hold it all together while quietly falling apart on the inside. And we feel like our situation is shameful and should be hidden from the world and from people around us. But the Divorce Edit was created to change that. This is a safe space, judgment free, a place where you can ask real questions, voice real fears, and get support from these professionals that you're going to hear from today who see this every single day. And we approach it with compassion and respect. Every woman in this group that you're going to hear from today works with clients who are navigating the uncertainty, grief, anger, relief, fear, hope, all of the emotions, and often all at once. And we understand that no two divorces are the same. There is no right way to move through this whole process. Everybody's path is going to look different than the person who walked it before them. And our role in the Divorce Edit is not to judge your decisions or to rush your healing, tell you what to do exactly. This is your life. Our role is to meet you where you are and help you move forward with clarity and confidence. So if you're watching this and you're in the middle of a separation, considering divorce, or supporting somebody who is, know this. You are not weak. You are not failing. You are not alone. We see you and we support you. We're here to walk alongside you for whatever comes next. So welcome to the Divorce Edit. We're going to hear from some really epic professionals today. I want you to meet these women that I've been working with who make up the Divorce Edit. Every one of them bringing a unique area of expertise and shared commitment to supporting women through this process. The first person that you're going to meet is Mary Ware. Mary Ware, CFP, CIMA, CDFA, MBA, all of the above. Hey, Mary.
Thanks, Katie. I'm Mary Ware. I'm a senior wealth advisor and managing partner with Carnegie Private Wealth here in Charlotte. My job is to help make the financial side of life transitions easier. So I come alongside clients as they're navigating and walk them through a pretty lengthy discovery process where clients articulate truly like what they're trying to achieve, what their worries are, and then step by step guide them through decisions and best practices. I did not realize how much the financial piece can weigh on people. And so I come at this with a lens of empowerment. I tend to be the go-to person for all the questions and help bring the right professionals to bear in areas of estate planning, insurance planning. There's not really any financial question that I can't support a client through. And while I approach this in a more advocate way, I truly support the person that's going through it. And then the goal is to be part of their team going forward. So it's, this is a moment in time exercise. But what I found is being that steady source of support and encouragement and guidance can really help in the area of financial planning. So happy to be with you guys. And I'll turn it back over to you, Katie.
Love that. Thank you, Mary. All right. Next up on our epic panel here, we've got Miss Julia Kirby stage with Essex Richards, PA. Hi, Julia.
Hi, I am a partner at Essex Richards and I exclusively practice family law. What that means is I only litigate, which means I only deal with court cases in the family law realm. I am very proud to work with two other female law attorneys in my firm. And the three of us are your team to make sure that you are educated every step of the way. Majority of my clients never see a courtroom, and that is always my goal. But I understand that sometimes litigation is necessary. So what we try to do is make sure that you're not only educated, but you understand what's going on. There's nothing more stressful in your emotional family life to feel like you don't know what's the next step. You would never feel like that with our team. But between the three of us and our amazing paralegal, the four women will make sure that you know what is going on, not only in your personal life, but as it has ramifications in your legal life as well.
Awesome, Julia. Thank you. Yeah, so Julia and I oftentimes will have cases where if it starts with me and they just really can't get to an agreement in a mediation setting, I say, call Julia. She's up. So thank you,
And the
Julia.
wonderful thing that Katie and I both have is I know that Katie has tried every single thing possible to make sure that she could settle the case before it came to me. So once it's handed off to me, we're not wasting time on what's, the next step to stay out of court. We're just moving forward so you can get your court date. But at the end, most of the cases that I've gotten from Katie, we still are able to settle. It's just unfortunately sometimes people need that little push of if you aren't going to be reasonable, then the judge will.
Love that. Awesome. Thank you so much, Julia. Appreciate you and love having you here at the Divorce Edit.
Thank
Our
you.
next professional is the amazing Christy May Jones with Home Even After. Hey, Christy May.
Hi,
Gonna
I'm
unmic?
Christy May, and I am a certified divorce lending professional. So I work with your team to really help women understand their options around the home and real estate owned, but really around the home. And a lot of times that gets looked at. The home is a really emotional part of the journey, and it's really what people wonder if they can break up is the home when they're really. And so I really understand and respect that. And I work with your team, with your lawyer, with your financial planner to make a holistic plan that works for you rather than setting up something making I try and really help get in there and unwind the emotional decisions being made around the home and making sure that the decisions and the outcome aligns with the long-term goals for the entire family. And so in that, I can help with the protection of credit, the protection of the equity buyout in the home. I can help structure child support and alimony so that it can be used as qualifying income, either in a refinance or a new purchase. So rather than being kind of like everybody does their own thing, it can be really collaborative to make sure everything works once and it doesn't need to be revisited and restructured, costing more money and more emotional time for people. And again, I think the goal is, I think a lot of women come really feeling like they don't know how to handle the mortgage and the bills and the task. And what I really assure them is that they really can. And I really enjoy helping them there and unwinding that as they move forward because it is a task and it can be learned. It's not rocket science.
There you go.
So, and this has just been an amazing team to work with. I love working with everybody here. And so thank you so much it's great to be part of this.
Oh, absolutely. We're thrilled to have you as part of our Divorce Edit team of professionals. Thank you, Christy May.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the amazing Wendy Petricoff with Charlotte Parenting Solutions. Hi, Wendy. You want to unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Wendy Petricoff. Super thrilled to be here. I own Charlotte Parenting Solutions, and I have been working with parents for about 20 years now, and it is a joy for me. I know that when people go through a divorce and there are kids involved, it really raises the stakes, and there's a lot of stress around that, and honestly, a lot of lost sleep. So, what I see as my job is to really kind of hold you and give you the tools that you need, the parenting tools that you need to support you through a really challenging time. I work with a lot of single parents to get them the tools that they need to make their life easier and to feel confident about how they're managing the kids during a challenging time. So that's really where I come in. And my goal is to get you feeling confident, feeling calm, and being credible for your kids so that they know they can count on you and trust you during this transition. So again, thrilled to be a part of this, and I am here for all things parenting.
That's amazing. And yeah, we know you as just an amazing resource, Wendy. So thank you for being here for
Thanks.
these folks. Thank you. All right, next up is Miss Sandra Lee with Emerging Victorious. Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
Long time no see.
Yeah, this week. I am so glad to have a few minutes to spend with you. I am Sandra Lee. I am a certified divorce coach and a certified financial mediator. Been doing this for 25 years, and I don't do this work because I love divorce. I wish marriages could be healed, saved, restored to healthy and thriving. But when they can't, I know the power of the next steps in creating a future for you, for your children. I also know how overwhelming and paralyzing divorce can be. And it's no longer the kind of divorce where you just drop off at one attorney's office and one person handles everything. You have power in how your divorce turns out. And part of being a part of the divorce edit is having trusted professionals that we can work with and lean on because we trust them. We know we share a common vision, and that's for you to do divorce differently. I always think as a divorce coach, and tell my clients, we're writing the divorce story in your life and in your children's life. Let's get a vision for what this will look like. And that vision ends up being part of our motor that drives us forward. And we'll start by, when I ask my clients, if you throw out the pieces of a puzzle on a table, what's the first thing you do? And usually I hear we start with the corners. We start with trying to put certain pieces together. But the truth is, we start with looking at the box. We look at the box to see the picture of where we're going. And so I love working with clients to see where are we going? Who do we need on your team? Because not everyone needs everyone on a team. Who do we need on your team that aligns with your values, that aligns with your budget, and aligns with your just overall needs? And then I become your thinking partner as we walk step by step to get you to the next place in your journey.
Love it. And you do it so well, Sandra. You have helped so many of my clients, and I just love having you on the team. When I know Sandra's involved in a case, I know that my clients are getting just top-notch support. So really, really appreciate having you here. Thank you. All right, next up, we've got another one of those numbers geniuses that's not me. We have Miss Catherine McCluster with Catherine McCluster CPA. Catherine, you want to unmute yourself and tell us about what you do with the divorce edit and how you help folks?
Yes, absolutely. So happy to be here. My name is Catherine McCluster. I am a CPA here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I specialize in individual and small business tax and accounting, which sounds really overwhelming. And it's not. So kind of like Christy May said, and Mary probably very similarly, Sandra as well. Anybody that's working in that financial side of things, over the last several years, I've spent an increasing amount of time working with women who are going through a divorce. And it's often the first time that they're taking ownership of their tax situation for sure. And really frequently the financial picture as a whole. And it's overwhelming. Sometimes there are things that were secret, sometimes there were things that just weren't known. And so they feel like they've opened a box and snakes are flying out everywhere. And they're trying to figure out, how do I organize it and how do I put it back together? So from my perspective, what I really like for my clients to know is that, in most relations, and to realize that in most relationships, partners have roles. And if your role wasn't finance or tax, that is fine because you were carrying a lot of other buckets. And now, you know, for better or worse, you might be carrying more than you had in the past. And so I just want my clients to know that it is okay if you've never touched this before. You should not be ashamed of that. You are doing other things in your relationship. And now you have to learn. And so from me, whether you're coming to me or any of these other fantastic women on this, on this panel right now, the right professionals are going to treat you with respect, and they're going to be eager teachers. They're going to be kind, and they're going to be patient, and it's okay. And that's why we're here to help, to make it manageable, and to work with each other. I have a lot of mutual clients with Mary, and so we work really well together and it becomes seamless. So the benefit of a group like this is that we do know each other. You don't have to introduce us. You can just say, I'm working with Katie, I'm working with Mary, I'm working with Christy. And we can do a lot of work behind the scenes that you might have had administratively to manage in the past. And I think that as a professional for me is really valuable, and hopefully is really valuable for the woman going through the divorce at the moment.
Definitely. Yeah, it's such a big, overwhelming thing. You're right. I think that was, I mean, personally for me, that was like an oh crap moment. Oh God, my own taxes. Oh no. Okay. Thank you, Catherine. So happy to have you on the panel as well. And last but absolutely not least is the esteemed Marin Esch. And Marin, you're the last of our live panelists today. We have two more that we'll introduce everybody to a little bit later. And Marin, tell us what you do at Leading Beyond.
Thanks, Katie. I'm Marin Esch, and I'm a proud member of Divorce Edit. And having gone through a divorce myself after a 25-year marriage, I know exactly what this looks like and feels like. But what I've been doing in the world for a long time is being an executive coach, leading women through second chances in career, in change, and even in love. I have the unique perspective of having retooled my own career many times. I've been a corporate HR, I've been a stay-at-home mom, I've started a foundation, I've written it out, I've run a PTA. And fun fact, I went on 70 different online dates to find my now husband, and today is my 8th anniversary with him. So I can say I've kissed a few frogs to find my prince. But what I would say about the goal that I have for folks going through divorce is it's just never too late to recreate yourself. I told myself, and I tell others all the time, you can live in a past or you can create a future. And I want to help you create a future that you are proud of, and it's the life that you were meant to live. So I come in from maybe the backside and lead you to the other side.
Thank you so much, Marin. That's amazing. And happy anniversary. That is so great. Okay, so y'all look at this panel. It can't be beat. Just literally unstoppable. Before we wrap up, thank you all for joining us. Stay connected with the Divorce Edit. So we're going to be hosting live webinars starting in February. We're looking at the second Tuesday of every month. These are going to be practical, real world guidance webinars. February, we are going to be breaking down litigation versus collaborative law. That's going to be myself and Miss Julia Stage. That's going to enable you to make an informed decision about how to start the process and what both of those processes look like. Our additional topics, more topics coming soon. So follow us. We're going to be on LinkedIn. Share this with somebody who needs it, and join us live for those webinars coming up.
And
We are
Katie,
here
before
to
we drop,
support
tell us
you.
about Smart Divorce Charlotte. We want to
Smart
hear more
Divorce
about.
Charlotte. What's that? Oh, that's me. Thank you, Mary. Smart Divorce Charlotte is my baby now. It is, I've been a family law attorney for 19 years, which feels like it's only been 19 days sometimes. But I love it. I have focused my practice and shifted from litigation like Julia does to staying out of the courtroom entirely. So everything from me acting as a mediator, I'm a certified mediator, to being your attorney, your advocate in a mediation setting. So I love the idea of having this collective of the Divorce Edit because what's really important for me is to know that I don't know everything. I am not an expert at everything. I'm an expert in family law, and that's it. The rest of these folks, I have to lean on them to help me get my clients the best possible solution for their lives moving forward. So that's why it was so important to me when Mary came to me and said, I think I have an idea. I said, that's it. That's epic, but we've got to pick the best of the best. And so that's what we've got here at the Divorce Edit. So thanks for reminding me to talk about myself, Mary. It's usually not hard to get me to do that, but here I am. So the other two professionals that aren't with us today, I just want to mention them. We've got Maria Brady with Maria Brady Counseling and Marissa Sealsluck, who is just epic. She's a coach. She is a life changer. So you will be hearing from them shortly. And thank you guys again. I appreciate y'all being here today. Thank you.